welcome back to the Potros YouTube channel for a new UPSL Premier matchup. This time Potros FC taking on FC Birmingham for the second time this season, this time being played here at Marietta High School. This is the final match of the regular season. Two teams on different ends of the table with two different objectives here tonight. The starting lineup for Potros FC, a lot of changes with this being the third match in the matter of 6 days. Cameron Verona continues in goal. In the back line, Benjamin Uranga moves back to center back alongside Kwesi Paul. Caden Macias and Eric Graham both returned to the squad and to the starting lineup. They missed out on Friday night's game against SSL just a few days ago. In the midfield, Latrell Bradshaw continues in the midfield with Sebi Morello and Amadou Danfa. Up top, the front three who've started most of the games recently, Nazario and Bomio, who's looking to try to secure the golden boot for the Zone 2 in UPSL Georgia Premier. And Mark Binot, the club's all-time scorer, who's been in really good form lately, and Kevin Ruiz, who got a goal the last time out against SSL in that 2-0 win. FC Birmingham, on the other end, come into this game currently sitting 7th of the 8 teams. The 8th place team, the last place, will get relegated to Division 1. FC Birmingham managed to escape the relegation last season due to the league expansion and alignment. We'll get more into that as we more details about that. But they have a chance here to stay safe. They need to avoid defeat by 7 goals in order to stay up. Right now, at the moment, it will be North Georgia United who will go down on. They're currently equal on points with FC Birmingham, but they are behind on goal difference. So moments from kickoff, Potros FC, who's already clinched the Zone 2 title, they have a chance to finish the regular season with a perfect 10-0 record. An accomplishment that no team in the UPSL Georgia Premier have been able to do so far. We'll see if they're able to do it here today as the teams line up. We'll bring you the kickoff in just a moment.
Please stand for the playing of the national anthem.
So the final handshakes for the last time in this regular season. This will be the final match for FC Birmingham. Potros FC will have a few more games to play. They will have US Open Cup final round of qualifying next weekend against Kalanji Pro Profile. And then they will be back in UPSL action for the playoffs, which will begin the following week. So 2 upcoming matches at a minimum for Potros FC in this fall 2025 season. Potros back in the all-white kits today. We will see what they're able to do. We'll switch sides for this first half. That's where the 2 teams are lined up. FC Birmingham traveling down to Marietta from Birmingham, Alabama, only bringing 2 substitutes for this final match. It's pretty simple for them. They need to avoid defeat by 7 goals, and then they will be back in the Premier Division in the next season. For Potros FC, they want to try to finish the season with a perfect record before postseason play. They have the opportunity to do so today. Nazario Mbomio also has the opportunity to try to win the Golden Boot for successive seasons. He has 9 goals this season. Wearing the number 9 jersey, we'll be looking to try to get some goals in on this game. And the game gets started. Potros immediately to the attack. Apologies that we don't have the scoreboard on the screen. We're dealing some technical difficulties. We'll have to get the clock fixed in a second. It's a few seconds behind. We'll get that synced up in a second. But Potros losing possession early on. They win it back right away from Morello. Darinho gives it to Mbomio. You can see already the black shirts of FC Birmingham sitting behind the ball deep, inviting the pressure from Potros. Something that Potros has seen throughout the last couple of weeks. They've started the season scoring plenty of goals, winning games by many goals. The last few weeks, with fixture congestion and teams adjusting how they play against Potros, it's been very tight. But a chance here. Graham puts a ball into the box. It's cleared out by the FC Birmingham defender, and they'll get a corner kick. Amadou Danfa steps out to take it. Has some options in the box. Kwesi Paul forward, as well as Benjamin Uranga. Darinho comes short. It's over him. Headed away on the near post. Caden Macias on the ball, back in the starting lineup. Gets it wide to Danfa. Danfa tries the cross again. This time it gets into the back post. Uranga got a touch to it, but couldn't put it towards goal. Early opportunities for Potros. They're going to be the favorites in this game. They have struggled to put games away early in the last couple of weeks. They came away with a single goal victory in 4 of the last 5 UPSL matches. No, 4 of the last 5 matches in all competitions, actually, starting with that 2-1 victory against Atletico Buford in US Open Cup qualifying. Macias winning the ball back high up the field. Was looking for Darinho in the middle. The FC Birmingham player read it well. Now they clear their lines only as far as Kwesi Paul. Here's Eric Graham. Some number changes as new uniforms finally arrived. Latrell Bradshaw, one of those with a new number, wearing number 6 there in the midfield. Here's Kevin Ruiz. Gets through the pressure, finds Danfa in the middle. And now Graham, connecting with Mbomio. Dadinho gets onto it. Switches to Macias, who's been in good form himself. Finds Mbomio at the edge of the box. Pressured to go back to Graham. Graham looking for a chance to shoot. And that one's into the top corner. What a goal there from Eric Graham. Back in the starting lineup, back on the score sheet for the second time this season. Eric Graham gives Potros the early lead 4 minutes into this game. What a goal there. One of the goals of the season from the left back position. Came forward, found that top corner. Look at that one again. Came down for Macias. He got it wide to Danfa. Sorry, that's the wrong replay. Sorry about that at home. That was the chance for Oranga. We'll get that goal again, but we got to see that one again. We'll probably look at it a couple times tonight. What a way to open the scoring for Potros here. And immediately putting the pressure on. FC Birmingham have to be careful. Even though they have a 6-goal difference better than North Georgia, now 5 with that goal for Graham. They need to try to stay above if they want to stay in the Premier Division. They had a little bit of help to stay from the fall season. It's not guaranteed that they'll have that help again. Morello's header into the box to the hands of the FC Birmingham keeper. Let's see it again. And Mbomio is going to get the assist for that one as he held the play up, left it for Graham, and just right there from about 34 yards out into that top corner, nothing the keeper could have done about it. Here come Potros again, back under pressure. Dadinho goes himself into the box. Dadinho from a tight angle shoots. What a save there from the FC Birmingham keeper. On the rebound, Danfa from the edge of the box. Potros showing some intent early on. Uranga's ball forward to Macias. Was trying to play to Mbomio. Flag comes up. Referee decided that he impacted the defender's ability to play the ball, even though it never did reach Mbomio. So assistant referee's the one who signaled for it. Referee Al Tanju there in the center was the one who decided to actually give it. Unless the flag was against Macias, but it looked like he was in an onside position. So I don't think it was against Macias. I think it was on Mbomio. So the only thing that would make sense is that the referees deemed that he impacted the player's ability to play the ball as he was occupying a marked man. See that one again for Eric Graham. Like I said, we want to watch this one all night if we can. It's such a nice finish. Oh, apologies, we accidentally cut to a different replay in the middle of that one, but that was the chance for Dadinho on the near post, nearly doubling the lead. Now FC Birmingham back under the ball. Morello immediately putting the pressure, winning it back. Here's Mbomio. Trying to get through the pressure himself. He gets past the first one, but the second one, the defender held strong and put a good tackle in. A ball over the top. Looking for number 11. I believe that's Tyrell Price, who currently sits right behind Mbomio in the scoring charts with 8 goals this season. So could be looking to try to steal the golden boot. One of the players up there also is Pedro Lima, who's not available today due to injury. Hopefully he will be back soon. He's been missing in this Potros attack. Ball forward, looking for Kevin Ruiz. Referee put the flag up for offside, but the center referee decides to let it go. We've got Thomas Brigman over there in the AR1 position. Jacob Kazmazek here on the AR2, and Claire Martinez is the 4th official today. One back by Birmingham, a foul called though, so they won't be able to attack. We mentioned a couple times so far today how FC Birmingham was actually in a relegation spot last season in the spring season, but they were able to stay up in the Premier Division as there was some expansion They moved from 14 teams to 16 teams, which allowed Atlanta United Academy to come back into the Premier. And Georgia Impact, a shot there from Kevin Ruiz. But Georgia Impact were also invited to move up from Division 1. And then FC Birmingham and Albion were the teams that were meant to be relegated. Albion dropped out of the league. Scenic City Soccer Club came up from Division 1. And Atlanta Fire United was meant to be the other team. They dropped out, which allowed Atletico Buford to take their spot, who finished second in the playoffs. And then Fountain City and UMA also dropped out, and that's what allowed FC Birmingham to stay up. So a lot of different factors playing into FC Birmingham being allowed to stay in the Premier Division. And then they never did fill in that 16th spot, which is why there's only 15 teams instead of 16, which means in the spring 2026 season, there might be an open spot if they decide to go back to 16 teams. So we'll just see what the league decides to do about that. If they maybe keep one of the relegated teams or allow a third team from Division 1 or allow one of the teams that dropped out to come back in, like a Fountain City or a UMA, if they choose to do so. We will see. Danfa finding Morello. Good movement from Amadou Danfa. Danfa and Morello were late additions into the starting lineup. They were not originally meant to start this match. It wasn't until Pedro Valenzuela was meant to start. He asked to not start after a long congestion of fixtures for Potros, was feeling some fatigue. He started every match in this long run. This is Potros' third match in the last 6 days, and their sixth match in the last 14 days. So talk about fixture congestion, a lot of rotation from Frankie Ruiz. Today going back to a lot of the usual starters from earlier in the season. But we didn't always see these players in every game in the last couple weeks. Chance here for Ruiz. Gets the ball taken off him in the last second. The pressure from Potros allowed the ball to stay in the Birmingham half. And now Uranga tried to put a cross in. Was blocked. Here's a chance for Eric Graham. Played to the back post. Just over the goal from a late run there in from Kevin Ruiz, trying to add to his goal tally. It was good work from Graham. He was given a lot of space there, and Ruiz just not able to keep it down. Uranga plays it back to Verona. Verona, the sixth player for Potros to hit 100 appearances for the club. But a bit of a special achievement for Cameron Verona, as he was the first player who was not involved with Potros before they entered the UPSL to hit 100 appearances. All other of the 5 players had played some games before UPSL for Potros, so a very notable achievement for the goalkeeper, Verona. Not all 100 of his appearances have been in the UPSL. Today will be his 101st. Here's Danfa. Finds Dadinho forward. Dadinho in a tight angle, cuts back. Almost tripped up. He does get the shot away. And the keeper had to be quick on his toes to react to that one and keep it out from the back post. The long ball from the keeper was picked out by Potros once again. They're back under possession. This time Bradshaw's fouled. A late challenge from the FC Birmingham player reaching in. Eric Graham looking to put a cross in. It's put into the box. Almost fell for Morello. Birmingham with a chance here to counter. Ball forward, doesn't not end up in the path of a teammate. Kwesi Paul picks it up. Dadinho looking for him. Bomio takes a deflection, wins the corner kick. Danfo once again to take. All the way to the back post to Morello. Heads out over the bar. And Bomio from a deep position connects with his center back. Now Danfa looking to play it forward, and Bomio stayed on side. Can't get it around the keeper though. Still waiting to add to his goal tally for the season. His last UPSL goal came in the Scenic City game a week from today. It came with a 2-1 win. Hasn't started as many matches as we mentioned with so many games. They've had to rotate the lineups. Here's Eric Graham going into the box. Shot across the goal. Keeper gets down to it. Macias finding Dadinho to Mbomio. Mbomio's one-time touch into Macias. Macias tried to get the shot away. The Birmingham player blocked the shot. Kwesi Paul, good awareness to bring the ball into midfield. Danfa pressured and taking the ball off of him. Oranga immediately wins it back. Took a bit of a knock in the process. Has a bit of a limp. We'll see what happens. Now shaking hands with the Birmingham player. Should be okay. Oranga, forward to Danfa. Here's Dadinho. Trying the shot from the edge of the box. It's blocked. Now the cross from Macias looking for Graham on the far side. Can't get his head to it and cleared out. Graham putting the cross to the back post. Ruiz trying to bring it down. FC Birmingham not able to stop him from keeping it in play. Here's Danfa trying the shot. Took a deflection. Cross from Ruiz to the front post, headed away. Now this time it finds the back post, Paul across, and Oranga right in front of a goal, can't keep it down. Goes over from about a yard away, got underneath the ball. Chance for Morello. Puts it across, headed away by Birmingham. Oranga picks it up at the half field. Gets around the first pressure. Leaves it for Danfa. Looking for Morello on the backside. Just keeps it in play and wins a corner kick. Potros continuing the pressure. They're now at 13 shots in this first half. FC Birmingham still with 0. Cameron Verona not much to do so far in this match. This is one of a few games that will be played tonight in the UPSL. Later tonight at 7:30 p.m. will be LSA Norcross Pro and Atlanta United Academy. That will help to determine who will play who in the playoffs. Cross in, headed on the back post and put in by Kwesi Paul to give Potros the 2-0 lead. Here, the goalkeeper got his hands to the first ball but couldn't keep the second one out. Kwesi Paul, he scored last time out against FC Birmingham, came in late in that game as a substitute. And now Potros with the 2-0 lead. We'll see it again. The cross coming in from Ruiz, right in front of the keeper. He punches it straight up in the air, and Paul there on the back post puts it in. Nobody's able to contest for it from FC Birmingham. And now Potros with a 2-0 lead here in the first half. They're one step closer to keeping their perfect streak alive for the season. It's going to take a lot for FC Birmingham to come back in. But FC Birmingham, what's on their mind is to avoid relegation. They just need to stop Potros from scoring more goals. The reverse fixture of this match out in Birmingham, Alabama was a 7-1 victory for Potros, their biggest win of this season. Birmingham need to avoid that similar scoreline in order to stay in the safety zone. Caden Macias carrying the ball forward. And they get another corner kick. Let's see if they can do anything again. As we were speaking about playoffs from before the last goal, Potros FC already clinched the Zone 2 title. They will be the top seed. They will play the 4th seed of Zone 1, which will be determined tonight in the match, which is starting at 7 p.m. between Pachuca, Georgia and Georgia Revolution. Kevin Ruiz putting another cross in a similar position. This time it's headed away. Doesn't reach the keeper. Ruiz keeps it in on the far side. Gets it back onto his favored left foot. Another cross. It's far behind. Paul puts it back in. But this time it's cleared. Danfa with another opportunity. Paul on the far side. Goes up for it. Brings it down with his chest. A chance to get another one, and he does. Kwesi Paul with 2 goals in just a matter of minutes. Potros ahead by 3 now. And FC Birmingham are starting to look at some trouble. They dealt with the first couple of crosses. But this one, Danfa saw Paul. Paul did really well to time his run and then brought it down with his chest on the left-footed volley between the legs of the keeper. Found the back of the net for the second time in a matter of 3 minutes. Potros FC sailing away with this one today. They've still got over an hour left to play. FC Birmingham need to get something organized. If it keeps going on this track, they could find themselves in danger of going down once again. For all the good that they've done this season, they really want to avoid it. They came into this game with a 6-goal difference superior of North Georgia United. North Georgia United is probably watching this game very closely and feeling some hope themselves. North Georgia United a couple of seasons ago actually had the same situation that FC Birmingham had this season, where they did get relegated, but thanks to some realignment, some teams dropping out, they were able to retain their position in the Premier Division. They then went on the following season to go all the way to the playoffs final before missing out on playoffs last season, and this season currently in the last place position. Here's a chance for Dadinho. A great ball over the top by Kevin Ruiz. The FC Birmingham defender gets in the way. As Dadinho tried to get around him, just grabbed the arm. Gets the free kick called against him. A chance here for Birmingham. And Macias did well to get back and headed back to Verona. Potros FC only got their first clean sheet just 2 days ago, less than 2 days ago, against SSL, where they came away with a 2-0 victory, 2 second-half goals, one from Latrell Bradshaw and one from Kevin Ruiz, both. Oh, sorry. Kevin Ruiz was a second-half sub. Bradshaw had started the match. Macias puts the ball into the box. It's not cleared well. And Morello on the follow-up. Too hard over the bar. Sebi Morello, who got his first goal this week on that Wednesday night game at North Georgia United. Doesn't add to his tally here. Eric Graham picking up the ball. Carrying it forward. Finds Dadinho. Dadinho tries the shot. Just took a deflection off the Birmingham player. And sees the Birmingham keeper with the ball in his hand. Here's So Potros FC will play either Georgia Revolution or Pachuca, Georgia. Currently, it would be Georgia Revolution. They play tonight. If Georgia Revolution defeats Pachuca, then Potros would play Pachuca. If they draw or Pachuca wins, then they would play Georgia Revolution. The fourth place team, which is Scenic City in Zone 2, will play the zone champion of Zone 2, which is Kalanji Pro Profile, who won the zone title last night with a 9-0 victory over FC Columbus Elite. That allowed them to move ahead of Atletico Buford, who dropped points on the final day, which saw them move out of first place for the first time in the season. So that's the only playoff game that's set. The other teams are set. Atletico Buford will be the second seed of Zone 1. Here's Danfa on the free kick. Shot blocked by the wall. Graham picks it up, puts a cross in. It's to the back post. It was headed by Morello, but only into the hands of Birmingham. And actually the flag came up for offside. So a little bit of a late decision there, but eventually came. And then the last two spots that we haven't mentioned is between LSA Norcross Pro, who currently holds on to the second seed of Zone 2. And we'll talk about that in a second because Mbomio's through, but the Birmingham defender was able to flick it off of him. Ball over the top. Bouncing in an awkward position. Verona off his line. Picks it up at the edge of the box. So LSA Norcross Pro and Atlanta United Academy will be the last two playoff teams. They're currently sitting in second and third respectively. They play against each other tonight, which could see them flop places. Atlanta United win would see them move into second. A draw or an LSA Norcross win would see the standings stay how they are. Bradshaw flicking it forward. Graham keeps it in. Right at the edge of the box, tries the elastico, can't get through. And gets it out for a throw in. Ball forward to the Birmingham player. Looked to be in an offside position. Referee kept the flag down. That's Jacob Kazmarek here on the near side. Birmingham continue. This is their first time really going into the Potros half and immediately giving possession away to Caden Macias, who carries forward himself. Tries to cut back. He loses his footing for a second, but has enough space to win it back. Now Danfa. Forward to Mbomio. Back to Danfa. Back to Mbomio, but Mbomio had stopped his run, and now Birmingham can clear. Bradshaw keeps it in play on the near side. Trying to go into the box himself. Gets it to Mbomio, can't control. Nazario Mbomio scored a hat trick last time against FC Birmingham. Not on the score sheet yet today. Kwesi Paul with 2 goals. And Eric Graham. So the defenders getting some love on the score sheet today. Oranga now trying to play the ball forward. Finds the feet of Mbomio. He brings it down. Sees the run of Darinho. It's ball passed behind him. And will roll out for a throw in. No, he keeps it in on the far side, the Birmingham player. And it will be the first yellow card of the game for the foul on Latrell Bradshaw. He was late to the challenge. Bradshaw got to the ball first and took a contact to his ankle, I believe. Birmingham looking to find that near post. Saw the keeper out, but not enough to test him. Other piece of information to bring you is that our U23s will be back in action tonight. That match will be live on our YouTube channel shortly. Games kicks off at 6 p.m. Will be brought to you live by the VO. Here's a chance for Danfa forward. Danfa finishes the play, and Bomio gets another assist to his name today. Amadou Danfa gets his second goal in the matter of 4 days. And Potros get their fourth of the night. That one again, Bomio Danfa gets it onto his left foot. Keeper came out. Danfa just had to flick it around him. And now Potros with a 4-0 lead. Birmingham once again falling into a dangerous position. They're 3 goals away from being into a relegation spot. They need to get something sorted out here. And that's not going to be it, as the ball's cleared into Mbomio. And Mbomio puts a cross in. It's only to a Birmingham player. Another thing is that Potros currently sit at the lead between the two zones. They currently have the best defensive record, only conceding 10 goals this season. So if they can keep a clean sheet in this game, they could finish the season with the best defensive record. They could also get the best offensive record, as they're currently only 2 goals behind Kalanji Pro Profile. Another team who's up there is Atlanta United Academy, who played today as well, so that could play a part in it. Now a free kick called here, as Macias got around his man, pulled down, and the second yellow card of the game will come out as well. So with Potros, if they can get 3 more goals, they will pass Kalanji Pro Profile for the best attacking record, depending on how Atlanta United Academy do as well, who are also up there. I believe they're at 35 goals. Potros were at 32 coming into this game. They're now at 36. And Kalanji Pro Profile, I believe, had 38. Cross comes in, it's short. Kevin Ruiz picks it up, gets it out to Danfa, the goal scorer of the 4th goal. Plays it to the back post. Darinho coming from an onside position. I spoke too soon, as the flag now comes up against Marquino. Now Birmingham looking to try to create something. They're leaving only 1 player forward. They're looking for him, but the passes have not been good enough to find him. Cameron Verona takes the throw in. Plays it to the feet of Uranga. It comes back to him. Now a clearance, not a good one, to a Birmingham player. They could get something here. Cross into the box to the far side. Macias wins the header, a penalty called against him. We'll see it again here as the ball came to the far side. Macias went through the back of the Birmingham player. Birmingham player just held his ground and just waited for the contact instead of going for the ball. Macias, instead of going around the player, went through the player, giving all the opportunity for the referee Tanju to make the decision. So this is the 3rd penalty kick for FC Birmingham against Potros this season. And it's finished off by FC Birmingham. They get one back. It's going to help them in their approach to try to stay up. And Potros still hold on to the best defensive record for now. They don't get another clean sheet. They'll finish this regular season with only the one. Atletico Buford and Georgia Impact are the teams who have the next best defensive record with only 12 goals conceded. Atletico Buford's season is completed. Georgia Impact played later today against FC Birmingham, so they could still concede. I'm sorry, they played earlier today against Georgia Athletic. Sorry about that. So we'll see how they, I'm not sure if they conceded in that game or not. I did see they were up 2-0 at halftime. Play continues here in Marietta. Birmingham now feel a little bit more comfortable getting back to a 3-goal deficit. Morello. Graham. Bradshaw. Back to Graham. Carrying forward. Wide to Dadinho. Across to Macias. Much better play than in recent matches for Potros. We've seen them, similar teams playing similarly against them, but Potros instead playing a lot of long balls. Today they're playing more of the short passes and trying to keep the possession. Stick around before halftime. When we get to that halftime whistle, we will get to bring you some information from one of our partners, Red Top Indoor, founded by one of the co-founders of Potros, Benjamin Uranga, who's wearing the captain band today, the club's all-time appearances. Find out how you could get into their upcoming leagues for the $2,000 prize. And FC Birmingham, from the free kick, just plays it directly out of bounds. Maybe some fair play initiative there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it looked like it was intentional. Now the player who kicked it out is raising his hand in apology, so maybe it wasn't intentional. Maybe it's just a bad pass. Graham plays it back to Verona. Dadinho plays it forward to Graham. He stayed onside. Chance here for Graham. Plays it across. And Boomio! Shot blocked by the Birmingham player. Morello on the second attempt at the edge of the box. Now Danfa. Fouled and wins the free kick. Bomio nearly finding his goal that would give him a little bit of extra room in the top of the goal scoring charts, but he still has to wait. Came off of the Birmingham defender. And then Morello had an attempt as well. Now the free kick, Eric Graham stepping up for it. Danfa there with him as well. Referee lining up the wall. 27 yards from goal. Eric Graham to take it. Nowhere near the goal. And apologies for the graphics on the screen. The scoreboard, there you go. Accidentally hit a button and put another goal on the board. Ball over the top. Keeper off his line, out of his box. Forced to clear from the pressure with Darinho. Ball played forward to Mbomio. Brought down, but no whistle. Play continues. Ruiz and Morello working together to win it back. Bradshaw wasn't expecting it, and Birmingham able to put a ball forward. Verona out of his box to clear. Now into added time. 2 minutes of added time will be given. Fourth official Claire Martinez holds up the board. Birmingham with a chance here from the throw-in in the Potros half to maybe get one back before halftime. Tanju says that that's far enough. Kwesi Paul clears, puts it right in front of the penalty area. Macias lets it bounce, and the Birmingham player can't bring it down. Potros able to get it back under their control. Here's Ruiz. And Birmingham sending another ball forward. Uranga wins it this time. Danfa heads it down to Graham. Ball forward to Darinho. Birmingham player gets a nice tackle in. Darinho lets it roll for the corner kick. Sixth corner of the match. They already got a goal from a corner kick from Kwesi Paul. Paul up again, but the keeper gets his hands to it. Ruiz picks it up. Ball put in. Birmingham clears. Keeper still having some issues. Play will be stopped for him. Took a little bit of a knock on that corner kick as he went up with Kwesi Paul. Looks like he'll be good to continue. Potros getting players into the box from the throw-in. Eric Graham going to be the one to take it. Thrown in, Paul on the front post. Bradshaw on the rebound. Wide of the goal. And that will bring us to halftime. Potros will go into the break with a 4-1 lead. Their moments, they've all but secured the perfect season. They've got 45 minutes left to make sure that they get over the line. They go into the half. 4 goals thanks to Eric Graham. 2 goals from Kwesi Paul. And the goal from Amadou Danfa. Potros with 26 shots in that first half. FC Birmingham with the 1 shot from the penalty kick spot. And now they will round out this long list of games, having played 6 games in the last 14 days. And now they will have to close this one out for the regular season before the postseason and U.S. Open Cup qualifying. So we will be back to bring you the second half. But first, here is some information about our partner, Red Top Indoor. Hello and welcome back as we get ready for the second half here in Marietta High School for Potros FC and FC Birmingham. At least one change will be made at halftime for Potros. That's going to see Benji Prophet come into the game as the new goalkeeper to replace Cameron Verona. Simultaneously in this match, Potros FC's U23s are taking on UFA Lawrenceville out at Rhodes Jordan Park. Unfortunately, we were going to bring you that match live on our YouTube channel. Unfortunately, we're experiencing some connectivity issues. So that match will be streamed over on Fanatico Sports on YouTube. On Facebook, apologies. So if you'd like to watch that match, it will be available there. As we see the Potros getting ready for the second half against FC Birmingham. Moments away from kickoff. Goals from Eric Graham, Kwesi Paul with the double, and Amadou Danfa saw Potros take a 4-1 lead into halftime. We mentioned it before. There's a couple of records on the line, a couple of positions in the table, particularly for FC Birmingham. No changes for Potros. They will finish first in Zone 2. But FC Birmingham could still face relegation if they lose this game by 7 goals. Currently losing by 3. That penalty kick goal that they got late in the second half was definitely helpful for them to help keep the score level. They've got to do better in this second half at stopping the Potros attack. Referee's doing a last check of the goal, as the players during warm-ups could have made some changes, that could have affected the goal position, so they want to make sure everything's still in the right place as we get ready for the second half. Everybody in their positions. FC Birmingham will get us started this half with 45 minutes left to go in the season, and we will see how these teams end up at the end. But here we go for the second half. FC Birmingham moving the ball from the back. See if they can do better in attacking. Amadou Danfa immediately winning it back, and Bomio can't connect with Darinho. Darinho throws his hands up with frustration. An early attack here for Birmingham. Flag stays down. Benji Prophet going to be tested early, but he did well to time his run. FC Birmingham took a bad touch into the box, and Prophet was able to grab it and stop Birmingham from continuing the scoring from the first half. Here is Uranga. Looking for Mbomio. Birmingham's player gets his head to it. Now they have the throw. And a little bit of a delay here, not sure for what. Referee coming to talk to the assistant referee, Kazmarek. Looks like a communication issue. They've got the communication system in play. It looks like they're trying to get that corrected. So a little bit of a delay. Looks like over in Division 1 for the U23s, UFA Lawrenceville take an early lead. The Potros U23s trying to secure a playoff position. Not the start that they would have wanted. Potros will get us back underway soon from the throw-in. Graham with it, puts it into the box. Dadinho's header not followed up. Uranga winning it back near half field. Puts it back in behind. Now Birmingham forced to play towards their own goal. Can only get it out for another throw. Another ball into the box. This time Morello gets it. Graham's cross picked out. Bradshaw to Macias. Danfa trying to get it back to Macias. He's held a little bit by the Birmingham player, but does enough to get away from it and gets the ball back. Bradshaw. Paul. Dadinho coming short to get in with space to turn. Here's Mbomio. Now Danfa. Goes back to Macias. Potros with players forward. Looks for Ruiz. But decides to go short to Danfa instead. Now it goes forward to Ruiz. Was not offside according to the ref. Macias winning it back high up the field, right at the edge of the box. Puts the cross in. It's to Morello at the edge of the box. His shot's on target. Good hand from the goalkeeper. And the second shot from Graham, maybe a cross, was blocked. And the attacking from Potros continuing. Morello finding the target that time, not able to find the back of the net. Now the long throw from Morello, finds Morello on the front post, and once again he gets it on target. But once again it's into the hands of the goalkeeper. This time he's able to catch. Last time was a bit more difficult, he had to punch it away. Here's Caden Macias wearing number 15, one of the new number changes in this season. Ruiz looking for the run of Mbomio here on the near side, manages to keep it in play. Chance to put a cross in. He does. He finds Dadinho. Dadinho with pressure from behind, trying to get the shot across. Brought down. No call given. Referee says it was on the ball. And the play will continue. FC Birmingham keeper throws it out. Bringing the ball forward, looking to get it in behind. Uranga is going to see that one. Has pressure, but Prophet at the edge of his box picks it up. Here's Ruiz, who's taking up a bit more central in the second half. And a mistake there from Macias. Chance for Birmingham. Trying the shot from the edge of the box into the hands of Prophet. The first shot from open play. And out in Lawrenceville, Georgia, the Potros FC's U23s have a penalty kick with a chance to, I believe, level the game unless we've missed a goal. We know UFA have scored a goal, and now Potros FC U23s with a chance to bring it level. That match is being brought live by Fanatico Sports on Facebook. Unfortunately, our connectivity was not able to bring us the match live over in Lawrenceville. We'll have to re-upload the recording of that match afterwards. Here in the premiere, play continues. Caden Macias carrying forward. The goal was scored by Dalen Allen, so Potros FC U23 with their playoff hopes alive. Here's Mbomio on the near post. Shot into the hands of the keeper. It was a difficult one to deal with. But in the end, they get a corner kick. That's all they get from that one. Mbomio still not able to add to his top of the goal scoring charts. Here's a free kick. Kevin Ruiz to take it. So to the back post over Bradshaw. Can't keep it in play either. Ball forward by the Birmingham keeper, finds the forward, but Morello quick to come back and win it back. Paul now flicks it on to Caden Macias. Here's Amadou Danfa. Forward to Mbomio. Still looking for his goal tonight. Can't get it. Here's Kevin Ruiz. Potros continuing to put the pressure, now up to 28 shots, 13 of them on target. The goalkeeper of FC Birmingham having a lot of work to do today. Danfa wins the header there. Dadinho trying to bring it down. Macias with a tackle to stop the Birmingham counter, but they quickly get the throw-in back underway. Not from the position where the referee wanted, though, so they'll have to do it again. That was Caden Macias, who's been in really good form. He had 4 assists and a goal in the last 2 weeks. Didn't play on Friday night, but he's back in the starting lineup today. Birmingham under pressure. Kevin Ruiz winning it back. Gets around one. Tried to go forward, and Mbomio wins the ball back, so no foul. And Mbomio looking for options. Tried to get it to Danfa. Birmingham picked it out. And now Ruiz winning it back. Finding difficulties to get through the black shirts in recent moments. And keeper will pick it up there. Played forward. Uranga picks it up. Now Graham. Back to Paul. If you're just joining us, this game, not a lot on the line for Potros. They've already clinched the the Premier Zone 2 title. This game will allow them to finish the season with a perfect record if they can hold on to the win. No team has been able to do so in the Georgia division. This is, however, the first time the division has been split into 2 zones, so some will argue they haven't played all the teams. But they did face Atletico Buford in U.S. Open Cup qualifying, defeated them 2-1. They play Kalanji Pro Profile next Sunday at Shiloh High School for the last round of U.S. Open Cup qualifying. So it would be a good statement for Potros if they can find the win in that one as well. But first, they've got to finish the season perfect if they want to hold that record. Meanwhile, the Potros U23 is continuing to put pressure on UFA Lawrenceville. That game with title and playoff implications. Although Atletico Buford defeated Scenic City 2, both second teams of the 2 premier teams, which sees Buford in full control of the title in the North Zone. Back here in the Premier, a chance on the free kick. Kevin Ruiz stepping up to it. Goes for goal. It's into the hands of the keeper. But another shot on target. Still only the 3-goal lead. Potros with a chance to not only finish the season perfect, but they could finish as the team with the best. Oh, a chance here for Birmingham. A mistake from Kwesi Paul as he headed it back. But he can't find the target. It was in between Benji Prophet and the forward of Birmingham. A little bit of hesitation from the backup keeper today, Benji Prophet, only 19 years old. Getting some more minutes in the season. Cameron Verona only playing half a game. And Potros, we were going to say they can finish the season with the best defensive record. They currently only hold on to it by 1 goal. So they want to make sure they don't concede another. Here's a chance for Ruiz. The flag is up for offside, so will not count. Potros have the opportunity to move to the best attack, at least temporarily, if they can score 7 goals today. Currently Kalanji Pro Profile, after their 9-0 victory against FC Columbus Elite yesterday, moved to the top of the scoring charts as a team. Here's Danfa. Across to Eric Graham, who opened the scoring today. Carries the ball forward for a crossing position. It's into Mbomio. He's back to goal. Has Dadinho with him. Tried to flick it onto him. Graham again. Another attempt in the box. This time Morello brings it down. But he can't find Mbomio either. They're getting the ball into the box, but in that final moment, they're not able to get the shot away right now or find a teammate in a good position. Nonetheless, the attack continues for Potros. Here's Graham again. Trying to go inside himself this time, runs into the Birmingham players. And now Uranga forced to go back to Prophet. One-time ball forward. Both Mbomio and Dadinho were coming from an offside position. They allow the Birmingham player to control, who then gives it away to Kwesi Paul. Paul carrying forward. Plays it in behind for Dadinho. Dadinho from a tight angle. Gets it in. He shoots. It's saved by the keeper. And hits off of the arm of Dadinho. And goes to a free kick for FC Birmingham. Apologies, that was the clip of the offside goal for Kevin Ruiz. We'll see that opportunity for Dadinho after, if we get an opportunity. But first, Potros back in possession. Here's Uranga. Wide to Macias. Macias with only one option in front of him. Tried to get it through to Mbomio. It was a very simple pass to pick out for Birmingham. Uranga putting pressure here to win it back. Free kick called against Uranga. Can see that opportunity now for Dadinho. It was a great ball by Kwesi Paul to send him through. And he had Mbomio and Ruiz with him, but he decided to go for goal himself, tried to sneak it into that front post. Goalkeeper of Birmingham did well to come out and close the angle. And now Birmingham sending a ball forward. Falls to their striker, can't get a shot away. Now Danfa with a chance to bring the counter. Looking for Mbomia. What a great pass there from Amadou Danfa. Nazario Mbomia with a heavy touch into the box and can't get around the keeper. On the second attempt is Kevin Ruiz, who also hits it straight to the keeper. Two back-to-back chances from Mbomia and Ruiz to try to regain their 4-goal lead, but they're not able to get it around the keeper. Keeper's been doing good in his positioning, but Potros, you would think the Potros attackers could do a better job. Darinho called for offside that time. That one was a close one. Let's see if we can get it right on the time of the pass. Definitely a tight one. We paused it just after the pass. Going back to live. Paul winning the header there. Here's Darinho. Left it for Bradshaw. No more changes so far for Frankie Ruiz other than the goalkeeper change at halftime. We'll see if he starts to go to his bench as we are past the hour mark. Another great ball through from Danfa. This time is... Oh, it was Morello, and he finished it on the near post. Sebi Morello with his second goal of the season. An amazing pass through by Amadou Danfa. Gives Potros back into a 4-goal lead here in the 65th minute. Came out of nowhere, caught the keeper by surprise and caught us by surprise. It just was slowly rolled into that front post. Wasn't even sure if maybe took a deflection or something. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a better view. No deflection, just into the front post. And we continue play here. Potros with 5, FC Birmingham with 1. FC Birmingham, we're feeling a bit more comfortable after getting that penalty goal. Remember, if they lose this game by 7 goals, they could be facing relegation. So there's still stuff to play for in these final minutes, particularly on Birmingham's side. Potros, of course, might want to try to push for the record as well. Here's Ruiz, gets it through. Here's Mbomia with a chance to the keeper off his line. And Ruiz on the second attempt with a chip. It's over the top and headed off the line by the FC Birmingham player. That could be a season-saving save by the FC Birmingham defender. And Mbomia couldn't get to that ball. Ruiz on the nice little dip, but the defender followed it all the way through. And out for a corner kick. We'll see when this final whistle goes whether that was enough to keep Birmingham in the Premier Division. Referee checking the positioning of the goal. Looks like it moved back in that play. Maybe somebody made some contact with the goal, but now we will be ready for the corner kick. Kevin Ruiz to take it. Plays it. The outswinger keeper punches away. Danfa picks it up. Danfa with an incredible assist on that Morello goal. Unfortunately, on the replay, we only get the shot. We didn't get the pass. It was just a perfectly weighted pass that found the back for Morello. Now the cross in by Bradshaw. A little bit of a miscommunication, but the keeper gets it on the second attempt. They're safe for now. Here's Uranga. Jumps up for the header. Gets it out for another Birmingham throw. Still no changes other than the keeper change. FC Birmingham only brought 2 substitutes, as the field is now under the night sky. A great time pass by Kwesi Paul and a great timed run by Dadinho. He brings it down into the box, doesn't have any options, and he runs out of field space before he could get the shot away. Ruiz. Bradshaw not allowing Birmingham to come forward. Now Paul. Morello. 2 of the goal scorers connecting there. Bradshaw. Danfa. Goal and an assist tonight. Plays it wide to Macias. Macias forward and Bomio. Offside called against Nazario and Bomio. 6 offsides in this game for Potros, none for Birmingham. They haven't been on the attack as much. We're in the final 20 minutes, and now we do see some substitutes getting ready for Potros. A foul called there against Macias. Only 2 yellow cards in this match, both of them to Birmingham. And it's 2 substitutes stepping up. It looks like Sean McKeever and Matt Mitchell are going to be the options for Frankie Ruiz. We'll see who they replace in a moment. Birmingham looking to put a cross in from a deep position. It's into the box. It's headed away by Morello, wide to Graham. Graham trying to find the space. He finds Dadinho, continues his run. And now Dadinho going direct to Ruiz. He stays on side. Here's a chance for Kevin Ruiz. What a save there from the Birmingham keeper. Ruiz staying down inside the box. Foul called against Potros. Now we will probably see those substitutes get ready. We'll look at this opportunity. We don't see the position of Ruiz, but the assistant referee was watching the run. Got into the box. Took a little bit of a spill in the process, but ended up not being any call on that one. Now the substitutes will happen. Dadinho will be the first one replaced by Sean McKeever, who's going to be wearing number 22 today, and Kevin Ruiz will be the other. So that was his last involvement, both of them involved in that last play, and now they both will be replaced. Another ball by Birmingham into the box. Benji Profet off his line to grab that one. Throwing it down all the way to half field. Amadou Danfa heads it on. And now McKeever on the pressure. But Birmingham forced to clear. Danfa. Graham. And Bomio on the back post. McKeever keeping it in the box. Caden Macias, he's gotten a couple of assists from the throw-in in the last couple of matches. Here comes the ball into the box. McKeever got his head to it, but the Birmingham keeper grabbed it out of the air, now sends it down the other way. FC Birmingham with just about 17 minutes to go to hold on. They've got to avoid another 3 goals from Potros to keep their place in the Premier Division. McKeever with a ball forward. Here's Mitchell. His touch was too heavy, but does win a corner kick. The 9th corner of the match for Potros, and now a Birmingham player down, potentially with some cramp. Will require some attention. Let's take a look at this one. Probably the goal of the game so far was the one that got us open by Eric Graham there from 35 yards. Found the upper 90. Great work to start the scoring early. Potros now with a 5-1 lead as we go into the final 15 minutes. There will probably be a pretty good chunk of added time. We had the stoppage earlier for the communication issue with the referees. Now we've got this stoppage. The cross comes in over everyone. I think the keeper got a touch to it. And it will be another corner. The 10th corner now of the game for Potros. We'll see again. It might have been going to goal if he had not gotten that touch. And for sure he had a few players around him that might have been able to put it towards goal if it wasn't. Here's another one. Danfa on this one. Again, in front of the keeper. This time it's gotten out of the way, but not out of danger. Danfa again. Looking for the space to put a cross in. Goes back to Macias instead. Macias gets around one. Gets it back. Goes for the rainbow flick. Gets it back, but commits a foul in the process. Nice little display of skill there from Caden Macias. Get it around the player, but he had to commit the foul to do so. Birmingham now. Ball forward, finding it's the feet of the Birmingham player. Here's Mbomio. A good tackle there from the Birmingham player to win it back. McKeever coming back to help defend. But only for a second, and now Birmingham back to the attack. Macias commits another foul for another penalty kick. Now the 4th penalty for Birmingham in 2 matches. Uranga asking why the foul wasn't called against him. It was a missed time challenge from Macias, commits his 2nd penalty of the day, and now puts Benji Profet in the situation where he could try to keep Potros' defensive record alive. We don't get the actual foul in the replay. Apologies about that. And Benji Profet saves it and cleared away on the second attempt. Benji Profet could keep Potros' best defensive record alive. The young goalkeeper came in at halftime to replace Cameron Verona and makes a key save, keeping Potros in the lead by 4 goals. Birmingham have the chance here from the corner kick, the first corner of the match for them. Cleared away on the front post by Danfa. Birmingham's ball forward, flag comes up. We'll see that one again. What a moment here for Benji Profet. Stepping into goal for Cameron Verona. Down to his bottom right. Gets the save. Cleared away by Kwesi Paul off the line there on the second one. 10 minutes to go. Potros with the ball forward. So 4 penalty kicks for Birmingham against Potros this season between the 2 games. 2 of them scored, 2 of them missed. Ball put back into play. Here's Bradshaw. Another substitute stepping up. I believe it's Modu Jallo. I'll confirm in a second. It is Jallo. Here's McKeever coming forward, but mistouches the ball and goes out for a goal kick. And now Jallo will come into the game. This is the 4th sub for Potros. We'll see who he replaces. It's going to be Caden Macias. So doesn't get a goal contribution today, Macias, but he does commit 2 fouls for a penalty kick, so not the best night for him. He's been such a key player for Potros throughout this season. As we mentioned, in just the last couple of weeks, he had 4 assists and 1 goal. Made it into the team of the week for the Premier Division. Jallo will finish out the last minutes of this game. He started and played 90 minutes a couple days ago against SSL FC. Oranga winning a header there at the half field. Brought down by Danfa. Here's Eric Graham. Graham going for goal again. Not able to replicate what he did in the first half. Two of the goal scorers there, Sebi Morello and Kwesi Paul. 3 of the 5 goals scored between them, 2 for Paul. There's Kwesi Paul again, clearing it forward. Jallo able to get his first touch, gets it to Morello. Forward and Bomeo leaves it. Mitchell coming into the box. Mitchell with a chance here. And Matt Mitchell gets his first goal for the club. And Bomio, I believe, got another assist on the day today. As that ball came forward, we'll see it on the replay. Ball came forward, I believe, and Bomio flicked it on. Mitchell ran on, controlled it, and just passed it into the bottom corner there. The oldest player in the club at 38 years old, Matt Mitchell, came into this team mostly coming off of the bench, helped to close out some games, and today he gets his goal. We'll see it again there, and Bomio just getting a touch. Mitchell into the box, held off the pressure, and finishing there on the front post. Potros 6, Birmingham 1, with 7 minutes to go. 1 goal away from Potros. They now have equaled the goal scoring record in the league. Only other team that could potentially pass them would be Atlanta United Academy, who play later today at 7:30. But right now, Potros is level with Kalanji Pro Profile for the most goals scored this season. They sit alone with the least goals conceded at 11, thanks to that save from Benji Prophet from the penalty kick, keeping it at 11. One more would put them up as the highest scoring team by themselves. 2 more goals would not only put them as the highest scoring team, but would also put Birmingham into a relegation spot. So Birmingham need to hold on. Now the ball forward by Bradshaw, looking for McKeever. Falls to McKeever. Going into the box is McKeever. Now cuts back, trying to get around, but the Birmingham player putting good pressure. And McKeever commits the foul there as Birmingham tried to break. McKeever, with a little bit of frustration, felt that it was too soft. Five minutes to go here. Nazario and Bomio not on the score sheet. Could really help him to solidify his golden boot if he can get one before the end of this game. Still sits at the top. Not sure if anybody's close by could potentially pass him tonight. With, of course, one other Zone 2 game still left to play, LSA Norcross Pro and Atlanta United Academy. I'm not aware of any players on either of those teams that are near the top of the scoring chart, so Mbomio might be able to hold on. I know one of the Birmingham players is actually just behind him at 8. I believe it's number 11. Tyrell Price. I'm not sure if that's actually him, but he hasn't scored today. Morello brings it down. 7 of those 9 goals for Nazario Mbomio came in the first 2 games. He scored 4 against North Georgia and then a hat trick against Birmingham. He's got a couple assists today, but no goal, and he's forced to play back to Graham here. Now wide to Mitchell. Mitchell's cross in, looking for McKeever. McKeever heads it down. I think he tried to get it to Mbomio, but the Birmingham keeper is able to pick it up. The North Georgia faithful watching this game like a hawk, hoping for 2 more goals for Potros. Also 1 goal away from equaling the first match that these 2 teams met. That game finished in a 7-1 win for Potros. And now 2 more changes for Frankie Ruiz. We'll see Brendan Fry and Daniel Rohr come into the game. Will replace Amadou Danfa and Sebi Morello. So 2 of the goal scorers coming off here. And 1 sub remaining for Potros. We'll see if it's used. Shot from Birmingham at the edge of the box into the hands of Benji Prophet. Now sending the ball forward. Clearance from Birmingham off of McKeever. McKeever puts the cross. It's fell to Mbomio, but the Birmingham player got a touch first, and the keeper's able to pick it up. 2 minutes to go. Jallo heads. It was in between Roar and Fry, the two new entries into the match. Daniel Roar doing well to shield it out. And again, we're still expecting a pretty good, decent chunk of added time as well. I'm expecting probably about 4 or 5 minutes for a couple of stoppages. Here's Roar trying to pick it up, but a foul called. I believe it was called against Mbomio, who was holding the Birmingham player off. Take a moment to discuss how we got to where we are right now. The score was opened in the 4th minute by Eric Graham. Oh, and a little bit of miscommunication there. Profet came off his line, but Uranga was heading it. Now Birmingham, but Jallo puts a good tackle in. After that opener from Graham, Kwesi Paul had a brace of goals, 3 minutes apart to give Potros a 3-0 lead. Then Amadou Danfa added to that, made it 4-0. Just before halftime, Caden Macias committed a foul in the box for a penalty kick, which was put away by the Birmingham player. Made it 4-1 at halftime. Coming into the second half, Potros continued where they left off, attacking. And they got a couple of more goals. And the final substitute, Latrell Bradshaw, going to be replaced by Danny Moreira. It was Sebi Morello who got the 5th goal. And then Caden Macias committed another foul for a penalty kick, which was saved by the substitute goalkeeper at halftime, Benji Profet. And then Matt Mitchell continued the scoring for Potros, which brings us where we are now with the 6-1 scoreline. Now into added time. Birmingham securing their safety in the Premier Division with this scoreline. We've got to hold on for a few more minutes and not concede any more goals. Potros will secure the perfect record season, the Invincibles, 10 wins in 10 matches. They'll go into U.S. Open Cup qualifying next weekend against Kalanji Pro Profile with that record. They could score one more. They could become the team with the most goals scored until Atlanta United plays later, and we'll see if they're able to match or pass. They have the best defensive record as well, Potros. An incredible season for Frankie Ruiz and the set of players here today, defending their playoff championship from last season. They'll go into the playoffs with a perfect record and a target on their back for anyone who faces them. Things heating up here late as the Birmingham player and Eric Graham coming together. Didn't see exactly what happened, but Graham was not happy. Referee has the yellow card out. Jallo getting in the way. We'll wait to see what referee Altanju does here. Gives a yellow card to the Birmingham player. And yellow card also shown to Eric Graham. Yellow card apiece there for what happened. We'll see if we can see it here. Eric Graham went there to put the pressure. Yeah, and you can see right after off the ball, the Birmingham player just goes to the head of Graham. Graham, unhappy with it, went over the player, earns himself a yellow card. But referee saw it and calls the foul against Birmingham for the Potros free kick. One last opportunity possibly here for Potros. We did not see the signal of how much added time. Unfortunately, we missed it when it was given. But play still continuing. Here's Mitchell. Matt Mitchell cuts inside. Tries to put it in the box. It's blocked. A chance here for Birmingham on the counterattack. Graham trying to cut it out. Needs to be careful to not commit a foul. Does well enough. Allows Mitchell to come back and help out. And now Birmingham forced back to their keeper. And there goes the final whistle. FC Birmingham hold on, and they will stay in the Premier Division. Potros will finish the season with the perfect record, and we will go into postseason. Still some talking on the field, but the team's now shaking hands. Birmingham will go back home knowing that they're safe. Potros will continue to prepare for what's upcoming. The final stats there on the screen: 38 shots for Potros, 5 for FC Birmingham. A good season for Birmingham, much improved from last season. Only 6 losses this season, 4 matches where they were able to get some points, and it was enough to keep them up. We'll see what they can do next season. But now we will leave you with the scenes here on the field as Potros go away with the 6-1 win.